But I mean, if you follow paranormal, not Paranormal Activity the movies, but Paranormal Activity in general, at least what I've heard, evil entities just come out of nowhere. They just attach yourselves. I mean, they're not former human beings. They're just their own little entity. But that's still, they didn't explain why. I think a little bit towards the end of the third one, it kind of explained it, the way it ended. Why?
Yeah, but I was confused, I guess. Why? You know, another thing is, where are all the cops?
Yeah.
You know, there are dead bodies in pretty much every film, I think. Why is nobody going to jail being questioned, or, you know, what's going on? Yes, the grandmother may have taken the kids. Well, what happened?
Spoiler alert.
So, you know, people die in each film. Why? Why is nobody being questioned or taken to jail asking where are the bodies?
Well, at the end they have like little titles. Like, especially in the first one, it said Katie's whereabouts were never found. Mika was found a couple days later. Like, they had that, but obviously these go in reverse. So obviously the next movie is not going to explain it. So that's I get what you're saying, but
like in this one, if there are dead people in there, what happened to them? Why didn't they explain it in these two movies? Yes, they may have gone in reverse. They may not have thought about that.
Yeah, that's
but
why
still,
you should still trace your steps back. Make continuity. That's what I'm looking for your films. You need that,
right?
Because a lot of people are gonna have questions like we are asking right now. Let's take a break from these movies and let's talk about other found footage films. You know what I mean when I say found footage.
Like the Blair Witch Project,
yes.
Or A Haunting in Connecticut.
Here's a little nice little fact. The first ever found footage film was made back in 1980, and the film was called The Cannibal Holocaust. Never seen it, so I don't really put my opinion on it, but I can imagine that it's something to do with cannibalism. I'm taking it, since that's in the title.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. And there's other movies that have come out as well over the years. In 2008, Cloverfield. You ever heard of that? You ever seen it?
Yes.
What do you think about it, real quick?
I
have never seen it.
It was different. I mean, it was... You've never seen it?
No.
Okay.
It's on my Netflix queue, though.
So...
It's about a monster attacking New York City, I know that.
Well, at the beginning of it, they're at a party.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying bye to somebody who's supposed to go overseas, I think. They have this brand new camera. The film was just so outrageous, it shouldn't have been able... It just shouldn't have happened.
The commercials I've seen for it, it seems like it should have been a regular film, not in found footage kind of form, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, with all the action that I've seen parts of, I think it would have been so much better if it was like a film camera filming it and you can see so much more.
Right.
But at the same time, they want to make it feel realistic and all that stuff, so I get that part.
Well, when they had this party, they bought a camera, right? Mm-hmm. And this camera can do so much.
Right.
It goes, the battery is the entire thing until the people lose it, I guess. It gets broken or something. They find this tape later.
Yeah.
But the battery literally lasted
the entire night.
The entire attack until the city was being rebuilt.
Yeah.
This camera had like night vision. It had lights on it. This amazing battery. It had all of these features so that when they were walking down through the tunnels, they had the night vision. And they didn't think about it until they were like midway down there and they turned it on. These giant spiders are attacking people. When you get bit, after a little while, you start bleeding out of orifices of your body. Your eyes just start bleeding and turning red and you explode. You just... gone. You explode, literally. This movie is just so outrageous. I mean, I liked it, don't get me wrong. It was just kind of weird. But they did have one nice part that I have to admit I liked. The Clover Monster thing picked up somebody who had the camera and was chopping around. The camera was going everywhere. And it drops both the camera and the guy. The camera lands in front of the guy, which somehow it didn't break.
Was it directly on him?
It was showing his face and his body was like...
of course.
So, it was just funny that the camera could go through all of this, having
And
a
be
bridge
fine.
collapse on it, and still working.
Yeah, I get that.
It's Hollywood for you.
Later in 2008, Quarantine came out. Have you seen Quarantine?
I saw some of it.
It's real quick. It's about, like, they think it's a disease or something that happens in this apartment building, and they get quarantined, which means they're confined into this building, and soon people start turning into I don't want to say zombies because they're not zombies, just like these creatures, and really, I just creeps thinking about it now. And if they bite you, you become one of them. It's a crazy film too. Obviously with found footage you get confused easily, but it's a really good film because there's a lot of scary moments in it, and really cringe-worthy moments because these creatures feel no pain basically, and they can do so many weird stuff. That was a good movie, and I recommend that. And there's also Quarantine 2, which ironically enough was not a found footage film. It was a regular film.
Really?
Which was really weird.
I
feel like when you do a
continue
sequel,
it.
well, it wasn't like a sequel to it. It happened in an airport in the sequel, or somewhere in an airport. I don't remember where. You would think if you're going to do the same franchise, you're going to do another found footage film.
Right.
So that's where it was kind of weird. In 2010, The Last Exorcism. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Some girl becomes possessed, and this priest, right? Priests do it. Yeah. I get confused between priests and all those people. I think it's a priest that has his own documentary show. I think it's about exorcisms, and this was going to be his last exorcism. That's the title. And things go crazy, as you would imagine. It's a really good movie up until the end. And I'm not going to give it away because it's too gross. So be warned if you're going to watch that. Really good film up to the ending. That's it.
And all of these films, guys, are really not for kids.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely not
At
for
least
kids.
be 13 or something.
Apollo 18, which came out in 2011.
I haven't seen it.
I had no idea. I know a little bit about it. Spacemen go up on the moon and weird creatures are up there. I believe that's what it's about. I'm not positive on that, so don't be hating on me. 2012, the infamous The Devil Inside. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It was a really confusing movie. A lot of people unanimously said the ending was the worst ending in the history of movies, I guess. It wasn't the best ending, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. You're not missing anything if you don't see that movie, so you can skip that if you want. And the last few ones... Oh, Chronicle. Have you ever seen that?
No, is that one with the boys who have magical powers?
I believe so.
I really would like to see that. It looks like a good movie.